Hello from Freedom Tax Accounting. Breaking news from the IRS. The IRS just made next year's tax season a lot easier for a lot of people, especially 44 million people. Why? Let's see the news. The IRS just made a news release that they are changing the rules for the 1099K reporting threshold, and this is going to affect a lot of people. Why? Well, as you know, if you sell services and goods in online platforms like and get paid via PayPal, Venmo, eBay, Shopify, in the past, you needed to report that income, but these platforms didn't really have to send you that 1099 form reporting the income you made to the IRS unless you made over $20,000 in these platforms or 200 transactions. A couple of years ago, the IRS said that they wanted these platforms to report more of those incomes. So they said that these platforms needed to report and send a 1099 to any person or business that sold services or goods more than $600. So from $20,000, dropping it to $600. So a lot more people were gonna get 1099s for the 2023 tax year. Actually, the IRS says in the article that they expected that if they kept the $600 threshold, that 44 million more people would have received a 1099K, where usually they wouldn't get that 1099. Okay, so what they're going to do is that they're going to keep, for 2023 tax year, they're going to keep the $20,000 threshold for 2023, but starting in 2024, they, as you can read here, the IRS is planning for a threshold of $5,000 for tax year 2024. So it's like a phasing period. So eventually they're gonna get down to $600. But as of now, the IRS, basically these platforms like Venmo, PayPal, Shopify, eBay, now they won't have the requirement to give you a 1099 if you sell over $600. Now only if you sell over $20,000 or have more than 200 transactions. Now, that doesn't mean you don't report that income. Even though you're not getting a 1099, you're supposed to report that income in your tax return. Unfortunately, the reality is many people, if they don't get a 1099, they don't report it, but you should, right? If you make any income in any platform, you should report that income in your tax return. But now it's going to be easier because now if you sold over $600, then you don't have to wait for a 1099 from these platforms in order to do the tax return. You're only going to get a 1099 if you sell over $20,000. So this is good news. I think it's a great idea because many of these third-party platforms were getting overwhelmed. Basically, they needed to generate 44 million more 1099s. So it's a good idea that they're phasing in. So according to what they're telling us now, for 2024, then the threshold is going to be $5,000, and eventually they're going to get to $600. Okay, so that's the good news. This is the latest news from the IRS. So thank you for watching this video. If you received valuable information, like it, share it with another business owner that can take advantage of this good information. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.